According to Fidelity Investments, Americans have an average of over $100,000 saved in their retirement accounts. But is that really enough to thrive? Here to break down how much you should be aiming for is Ross Mack, financial expert and host of the Financial Freestyle. Ross, good to have you back here in studio. So how much should Americans be aiming to have saved at every age here?
Yeah, well, one, right? Retirement is going to creep up on us, right? That's the one thing we never want to think about, right?
I hope it comes faster.
Well, I don't know. Well, I would like to retire yesterday
Yes.
at this point. But I think a general rule of thumb is by the time you get to 30, you want to have 1 times your salary saved. And then now when you get to 40, you want to have 3 times that. When you get to 50, you want to have 6 times that. When you get to 60, that will be 8 times. And then once you get to actual retirement age of 67, you would like to have 10 times your annual salary.
Okay, so if those numbers sound intimidating, how do you go about actually achieving it over time?
Yeah, at the end of the day, right, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today, right? And so I think when it comes to actually saying, okay, I'm a little bit behind on my retirement planning, how can I actually get there? So one, increase your investments, right? Like at the end of the day, you want to at a minimum target, 15 to 20%. If you're already at 15, let's go to 20. And now you'd say, where am I actually investing, right? If it's in your 401k, make sure you're taking advantage of your employee match program. You want to get that free money to effectively double your return in that short time, right? And I think another thing is actually see what you're invested in. I think that's very important. The average person just says, I've had people tell me, I'll put money in my Roth IRA. Now what? Oh, well, it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. So one, know what you're investing in. Alternatively, you could also look at what you're investing in your 401k because, the average person is probably using a target date fund, and that's kind of a general one-size-fits-all thing, and it, for the most part, doesn't work, right? And historically, I don't want to, talk down on it, but like historically, the returns aren't as good. And when you think about it, right, it makes sense to get a little conservative as you get closer to your retirement age. However, it might, bode well to actually take on slightly riskier investments, more just ETFs, growth ETFs, S&P 500, just to call it simple. And I think another thing is also alternative methods of some streams of income.
Absolutely. Ross, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, man.
For more great advice, you can listen to new episodes of Financial Freestyle Mondays at noon Eastern Time.